and welcome to another video. First off, I just want to say I don't know how much you can see it actually in the video, but yes, my eye is super red. I'm going to the doctor in the morning. We'll see if it's pink eye or anything, but I wanted to film this video tonight, which is also why it's a bit darker. I don't have the natural light because it's like 9:40, so it's already pretty late. But I wanted to take you through my fall TBR. I'm not someone who sticks to their TBR super well because I'm very much a mood reader, but I wanted to create this sort of rough list of books I do know I want to get to sooner rather than other books. So yeah, I'm just going to take you through that. First off, I do have two current reads that I'm going to obviously finish out, and that is This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab and Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. These are both for book clubs actually, this one for my own book club, this for another one on Instagram, but these are both ones I would like to finish hopefully in the next week or so, but we will see. I definitely want to finish this one sooner, I think, just because it's an easier read than a classic like this, but want to finish both of these. Now for the rest of the list, none of them are in any particular order. They're just ones that are on my list of ones I want to read sooner than others. So first I have Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. This is like a copy I bought at like a library sale, that's why it's got the plastic binding on it. I really enjoyed the first book of this, Red Queen, so I would like to continue on in the series. And I want to do that pretty soon just because I like devoured the first one in like a day or two, so like it's a really fun read and it goes super fast. So, and I feel like because I've been reading the books I'm currently on for a while, I need like sort of a fast read like this to be sort of a pick-me-up, and I really am enjoying the series, so I want to get through the rest of it. Next is one of another series, and it is the conclusion to Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Ship of the Dead. I believe it's the conclusion, it's the third one. The second one ended on such a cliffhanger, and I don't know why I haven't finished this series. I've been probably a little bit afraid of how it's all going to end. Rick Riordan is one of my favorite authors, so I should really get on top of having read all of his current books. There's actually, I think there's 3 books he has out right now that I have not read, so like I need to get my life together in that respect. Next, this one is actually an advanced reader's copy, which is mostly why I want to get it done soon, because I want to get it done before its release date, and that is Last 8 by Laura Pohl. I hope I say her name right. It comes out in March of next year, so pretty far away, but I want to get it read and get it reviewed pretty early on. I wasn't actually sent this for review or anything. I work at a bookstore and we get sent ARCs sometimes, and as employees we're allowed to take some of them if they look interesting. And this one looks super interesting. It is a YA sci-fi, and I believe it's got some alien-esque material in it, which is I don't think I've ever read a book that's like anything with aliens. Not off the top of my head anyway. Next is a series I have been meaning to start forever, and that is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I think fall is the perfect time to dive into a big fantasy series like this, and like I have just heard endless amazing review after amazing review for this series. In particular, a lot of people really love the first one, so like I need to get it together and start it because I know I'm gonna love it, and I think it's being made into a TV show or a movie or something, so like that's yet another reason to get into this. And like I really love Sarah J. Maas's other series, so I should just jump on to this one too because I'm gonna love it. I just know it. Next, this one I think is probably the highest on my TBR, at least one of them, that I really want to pick up soon, and that is Voyager by Diana Gabaldon. My thing with this one is obviously it's large, it's a long book, but I think a lot of people list Voyager as their favorite in the series. I think either way, I really want to get into it. One of the reasons I've been avoiding it is how long it is, and it takes me a long time to read it. Also, the second one was really sad, and like it was just really sad, so it's gonna be hard to jump back into it after all that happened in the second one. So yeah, I've just been avoiding it for that reason, but I really miss these characters. I miss Claire and Jamie, so I want to get back into this world. Next, I have 2 Halloween-ish reads that I want to read around Halloween time this fall, and first, that is Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, which is on my list because it's another classic and it's a mystery, but I've never read a book anything like this, so I'm excited to give it a try. It's a mystery, so it's got some Halloween vibes, and it's just one. Agatha Christie, I feel like, is one of those authors you should at least try once and see if you like it, because she's obviously a legend, so I would like to give it a try. Plus, it inspired like my favorite episode of Doctor Who, which is The Mummy on the Orient Express, so gotta see where that source material came from. My other Halloween read is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco, which I feel is just Halloween-y because it's about Jack the Ripper. This one has been on my list for quite a while, and I cannot wait to pick it up. I think it sounds so interesting. It's like a twist in a book that you've never seen before to retell this sort of story. And I don't know a whole lot about Jack the Ripper. I know the general premise and like what they've said on Criminal Minds, but I don't know a whole lot about it, so I'm hoping to like learn more about that lore and to see how she puts her own twist on it, so I'm so excited to pick this one up. Next, I think this one will be my very next read after I finish the 2 books I am reading. That is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. This is another sort of a buddy read on Instagram. One of the people I follow was doing a buddy read of it, and then she actually wasn't enjoying it, so she put it down. But I really think I will enjoy it. Like, just the synopsis of it sounds so amazing. She discovers she's a witch, hence the title, and she like discovers all this magic and like creatures and da-da-da, and she has to like adapt to this world, which any like main character discovering they have magic is like a trope I'm totally here for. So I'm very excited to pick this one up, and it's a TV show now. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but I know it's a TV show. I've seen pictures. It's got a great cast from what I've seen, so I'm definitely excited to check that out once I read the book. Next, this is a reread, but I want to reread it, so I'm going to. And that is Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. And then the paperback just recently came out, so I got that, and I would like to reread it to read the paperback. I'm not sure when the second one is coming out, but I'm very excited for that because this one is definitely a bit of a cliffhanger. I just feel like sci-fi and fantasy fit into fall. You just get in the mood for that sort of stuff, and this is one of the few sci-fis that I do have, so I want to give it another try because I just really enjoy it. Next is the second book for my Jane Austen book club on Instagram. It is the October book, and that is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This is actually one that I have read before, but my thing is, see, I have like a page folded here, so like maybe I never finished. I think I did. Maybe I finished on audiobook. I really don't remember because the first time I was reading this was like 6 years ago, so I don't remember. I think Pride and Prejudice is maybe a bit more approachable than Sense and Sensibility because most people are more familiar with this story. I would say this is probably the most famous of Jane Austen's, at least from my experience. And because I have a better understanding of these characters, it's easier to read it. My problem with Sense and Sensibility so far is that I'm having a hard time keeping track of the characters just because I don't know any of them very well. So that's why Pride and Prejudice is a little more fun to get into because it's less looking up who's related to who. So I'm very excited to read this one again. Next, I don't have the physical copy yet because I just ordered it on Amazon yesterday, but Sasha Alsberg on my Instagram I had put up, does anyone have any like Merlin inspired books recommendation, because I started rewatching Merlin again for like the 4th time. So I was thinking maybe there might be some Merlin books out there that I would really enjoy, and she recommended this new release, The Lost Queen by Signe Pike. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It is a new release. I sort of like read the synopsis and like was like, yes, I don't need to know anymore, and I was like, add to cart, let's go. So yeah, I'm super excited for that one. I have never really been exposed to any other like Arthur or Merlin inspired stuff other than the show Merlin, which I love more than anything. Also, I know I'm like almost done with season 1, so in about 4 seasons I'm gonna really regret rewatching this show again, but I don't even care. So that was my fall TBR video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna be frank, I don't know if I will actually read all of these books. I at least will read some of them. I'm just not super great at sticking to a TBR because I just always want to read what I feel like reading. But I think a lot of these will align with what I feel like reading because it's fall, winter, getting there. So I just feel like fantasy fits in to that season a lot more, like summer contemporaries, fall fantasies. It just how it works, I guess. So thank you for watching. I upload every Sunday some booktube videos, some other stuff. Got a Taylor Swift video planned. I don't know when that will go up. And then I also do reading vlogs every other Sunday. So I hope you like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!